Alright, I'll go through here. Today's video is going to focus on a batch of mail. This is just stuff throughout the week. A couple bigger cards, but a lot of just cool PC cards. Some stuff I don't even want to grade. Collecting habits have definitely changed in the last 2 or 3 months after the slabbing scandal. So here's Edge. Love this one. This is the parallel off of the base Future Watch. It's got like silver there, if you guys can see that. But it's out of 250. There is one that's even tougher to find out of 25, which is just badass, really badass. But there's a nice parallel. The Future Watch Edge, the base one, got over $200, if you can believe it, back in '99, 2000. Then this one's really neat too. So LeBron, this is the finest, $9.99. There are parallels off of this. There's a gold refractor, a refractor, and an X-fractor, I believe. And they all numbered down here at the bottom. This is an 8.5. I did pick up a 10 like this out at the National last month, and it definitely looked nicer. But this one still presents really well. It just got a little white chipping, but that's perfectly acceptable with the 8.5 range. So love that one. I don't know. I just like these classic cards as a collector. It's just a base Bowman Fitzgerald, but for some reason these just I just enjoy these ones. So base Topps, base Bowmans from the older football. Of course, I don't make those sets anymore in football. This one would be, I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars if it was Brady. But running back, Seattle. I think he finished with over 100 career rushing touchdowns, which is pretty remarkable. This is the longevity to 30, so incredibly rare card for now and this time period as well. So Sean Alexander, this is just a really cool card. So out of 30 on the Sean. Here's a Devas, the Boston commentators. But base auto, I'm just gonna cut it out of here. I don't know what good this case does for me. It went for about the same as raw. Maybe I'll grade it. I don't know. I'm sure it's scratched to hell, but this is a really tough set, by the way, from the copies I've seen. They're usually scratched. I don't know how tough PSA or Beckett even grade them, though. I think they just give gem mints to the scratch ones, too. So Bregman, this is like not the prospect auto, but the rookie one, 2017 Bowman Chrome. So it was like $60. I thought it was a cool card. I don't have a lot of Bregman stuff, and he's a sensational player. So there's your Bowman Chrome. Saquon doesn't really have the strongest patch, but I still like this one. It's out of 50 right there. That's certified. That's one of my favorite sets in football every year, and it comes out in July, so it's out early. I think this is the variation one, but I believe they're about the same level of scarcity. And these were, thinking these just came out like within the last 6 months. I know they were redemptions for a while. Somebody probably knows that knows more about this card. But Khalil Mack contenders. Here's a Benson. This is your 2005, the same set with Rodgers and Alex Smith. Ultimate Collection Rookie. These cards are beautiful. Just beautiful cards. They do have the horizontal look to them. I actually think it looks great, though. And the autos are on card, so can't really beat some of those old Upper Deck football sets. Josh Jacobs, so we'll see what he has to bring to the table this Monday night. They've got Denver in the nightcap on Monday Night Football, so this is the blue to 99. I think there's a raw one of this too. We'll just look at these two. So 2 future Hall of Fame quarterbacks here, both 2004 draft picks, Eli and Phillip. I got one of these for like $12. That seems really low. I mean, I get it, it's off centered and it's Eli and he's cold, but I think that's a good card for $12. And then this one was like 60. So that's a mint 9. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's centered pretty well. Here's the base Future Watch. This rookie can be picked up dirt cheap, $7-10. So 10,000 yard back. Okay, this is one of the bigger cards in this batch. This is the Contenders River. So all the quarterbacks and even some other positions have, I think, jumped on the Tom Brady, Drew Brees train, because they've all gone up a lot. I mean, this card was $60 to $100 for like 10 years, and now I think raws are 400 or more, 450. So just increased value, and I'm sure there's a lot more room for this card. And this is just one I got raw. I don't remember who I even bought it from, but we'll take it out and look at it later and see, you know, if it's a good candidate. But I would, if I didn't slab it, I would just keep it and put it into a mag case because it's such a cool card. Don't have to have it slabbed. Okay, so these were in a lot. I thought there was 3 of them, but I don't know where the other one went. This is the factory set, 698 from Series 2. So the bat's kind of pointing up in that one. And then one of the hottest cards in the hobby. I think the bat down's really taken off. And just in the past month, I don't know, just a lot of buyers come into the market on this card. We'll see how much more room there is for it, but it was sitting about 150 or maybe 150, 175 at the National, and now it's around 300. So it's just kind of doubled. I don't know if it's going to stay there or drop off a bit, but it's an awesome card. And that one's got like a little corner ding or something, so it's probably like an 8. I'm not going to send it. And this one had the same issue going on, but I'm just going to keep them. They both look like 8s, 8.5s. I don't really think it's worth it. Beautiful card. It looks good in this case, though. I don't know. So this was from the same guy that I bought the Rookies and Stars longevity from. And this is just think if Tom Brady had this card. I mean, I get it. He has the Bowman Chrome refractor, but if he had this going on too, if it was numbered to 99, I mean, I don't even want to know, $50,000 card or so. But this is Sean. I think it was 30 or 40 bucks. It's just, look at the shine on that. Love the old running backs. Here's the Phillip. So here's the Phillip Raw. I think 35 or 40. So it looks exactly like the PSA 9. But you paid the premium for the slab, I guess. This is sweet. And this guy was he had a bunch of edges, and I think he was kind of a fan because he didn't really seem like he wanted to sell it, and I had to overpay, but I don't really care because I love these on-card Bowman autos. These are really tough pulls too. So stoked for this one. I think it was 30, 35. I think we already saw this fits, but I guess we'll look at another one. But here's the base tops fit. So I usually get these for around $5 shipped, and then, you know, about half or so I usually send in for grading because they usually come in decent shape. So that one's centered really well. If you just looked at that card quickly, it looks gem matte, but you'd have to look closer at the corners and the edges. Surface can be scratched as well. Pacific Breeze, this is an 8.5. So it actually looks pretty good. I guess I'll just leave it in this case. There are 8 autos of this that are like faded. You can barely see it, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but this one has a really bold auto, so it's kind of what drew me to it. So season opener Moss. Love these. I think this was a retail only product. Like you get it at Kmart and Walmart, etc. So it's got the same photo as the base tops. It's just silver instead of gold. Here's an Urlacher Bowman, and then there's the tops on the back. So just classic rookies. He's a Hall of Famer now too. So they're like $250 a piece or so. Here's the Vlad Action. This is cool. It says Action right there. It has a different product code too, I think. So there's where it says Action. I don't know if these dropped since I bought it, but it was like 50. This is a cool Alvin. So I am a Saints fan. I'm from Kansas City, but I've always rooted for Breeze since he was, even when he was on San Diego, I'd cheer for him when he wasn't playing the Chiefs. But Kamara is just a badass player. So purple to 10. Nice patch. Great looking card. Here's Steven Jackson. This is Infinite HG for like $5 or $10. Just an auto. Low end Steven Jackson sticker. Here's the base Topps Breeze. It looks pretty good. Some soft corners, so maybe like a 7.5 or 8-ish level of grade. Here's the Lindor. I like this one. This was really cheap, like $7 shipped. That's out of 50 in the top right. There's the third one that we're looking for. So that's the bat up. I don't know what is that what PSA puts on the label. I haven't ever looked at the slabbed one of that card. SP game used, LT to 500. We've seen plenty of these over the course of the last 5 years. These are kind of cool. I think it's somewhat of a short print, but it's the SP Screaming Variation. One Kyler Elite. That's your base one, $6.99 print. It's got the it's a great looking card. Gotta have some Vicks, right? Here's some base Vicks for about $1 a piece. Seven of these pups, like $1. Here's a Chiefs card. This was like 20. SPX Larry, he was a good player. Out of 1100. It's got good subgrades, I guess. So it looks like a good card, condition wise. This card raw back in 2006 sold for up to $125. You can get them for $5 now. That just shows what happens when you like to buy running backs, as we buy a running back here. So there's Alvin Kamara, but I don't pay the huge premiums for him anymore, and I think the market's kind of corrected itself, except for Saquon Barkley, but I think he's a special player. $2.99 for Alvin. That's a neat one. That was like $20. Another LT Topps and Yelich update, which I think it's cooled a little bit, but not by that much. And then closing out with Fitzgerald. Let me see if I have anything else over here that came in that I didn't put in this stack. Nah, there's nothing else really else to show. That's it. Fitzgerald Star Rookie. That's 2004, so that's such a cool photo though. So that's it, guys. That's the batch, and I'll get some more stuff out later on. Take care.